Log in, dude. Okay, so the confirmed spoilers are sprinting, support gems being better, more support gems, more tiers of support gems, no restriction on copies of support gems. And I can't remember what else. We'll see. I hope we get Shadow. I hope we get swords. I hope we get minion things that aren't dog shit. I hope they remove the death timer from minions. I hope they fix the passive tree for minions. Okay, 5 seconds. Now I can cope live.
Hi,
Hey,
I'm
I
Jonathan
win.
Rogers from Grinding Gear Games, and welcome to GGG Live. Today we're going to show you an exclusive reveal of what's coming next for Path of Exile 2.
Let me know about volume.
Twitch drops are enabled on today's live stream, so you'll be able to claim your Sun Priest's Incineration rare finisher effects by following the instructions below.
Does look pretty good, actually.
With that out of the way,
Volume good, thank you, Kane.
started. It's time to give you a teaser of what's coming in Path of Exile 2, the Third Edict.
Okay, we've seen little teasers on YouTube already, so this won't be new, I don't think. Oh, it is. Never mind. I'll shut up now.
I have called you here to save our people, to save our way. Over the ages, we have known pain like no other, but we endured, and we became mighty. Now, outsiders dishonor our shores.
Is that Chris?
And we have stood by.
I had to say it.
Nothing. Hear my voice, ancestors. Show
Oh,
us
no.
your strength. Show us the true way.
I hated Ancestors League.
I understand.
But this looks fucking good. Oh, okay, that, yeah. Oh, shit. Shiny. Is that new campaign area? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Monkey Man. Big Monkey Man. Hey, that's the hideout. That was the limestone hideout. What the fuck? That was King's March. Oh shit. Okay. We're gonna keep my voice down. That was absolutely King's March. Act 4. There we go. Interlude acts? Temporary acts? 35 new areas. Interlude acts. 24 bosses? Was that the Butcher? Wait, that looked familiar. Skill rework. Lineage support gems. Endgame maps. Items. Okay, just adding maps. Sprinting. Big. That was a rare trade UI. That was in-game trade. Oh, shit. That was publicly listed trading. I didn't even, my eyes glazed over for the last 10 seconds. What content did we just see? Abyss? I completely, my brain turned off for a few seconds there. Okay, I'm a little bit hyped.
Now, as you can see, there's a lot going on, and we have a lot to reveal today.
Yeah, okay.
We'll start by going over
Ooh.
Act 4, the next chapter in the Path of
Rise
Exile
of the
2
Abyssal.
storyline.
Yeah, I
That's not
missed
all.
that.
There's also 3 new interlude acts to get you to endgame, which means we're removing Cruel Difficulty 2. After that, we'll be going through the massive changes to characters.
Thank you,
I'm
Chris.
super excited to show you how I've overhauled the entire support gem system, added new skills, and yes, there are buffs.
12 new
Next,
skills.
we'll go over the Rise of the Abyssal, this season's exclusive league
More
mechanic,
bosses,
and
Abyss
talk about
League.
the new rewards, crafting
Okay.
systems, areas, and bosses that it adds.
Okay.
After that, it's on to changes we're making to the endgame. Then it's time to talk about items, crafting, and oh yeah, trade. That's going to be a big
Essence buffed? Oh?
We'll then go over our new supporter packs and finish up with a live Q&A session where Ziggy D will ask Path of Exile 2's game directors, myself and Mark, your questions from Twitch chat.
I'm probably watching all
And
of
after
that.
that, at 4 p.m. Pacific, patch notes. They're
4
not quite
p.m..
complete, but they should give you some nice details to chew on. We've got a lot to cover today, but first, another announcement. When the third edict launches on the 29th, we'll be having a free
this is
weekend
big.
for Path of Exile 2.
This is gonna
That's
ruin
right,
the
Path of
servers.
Exile 2 will be free for the first time without requiring an early access key. The free weekend
And
will
you
end
keep
on
your
September
shit
the 1st,
on your
so
account
you'll have plenty of time to give the game
forever.
a try. All right, let's get started with Act 4.
Okay.
The story continues from the end of Act 3.
King's March,
Doryani
I
has
think.
agreed to help you find an
Yeah.
ancient weapon that can be used against corruption.
Look.
The instrument of the Third Edict. The weapon was broken in ages past, but he believes that the pieces may be found in the Karui Archipelago, the home of the Karui tribes. You will need to journey to King's March,
Beautiful.
hire a ship, and set sail.
Oh.
When you open the map, you can choose to sail anywhere you like. Act 4 is completely non-linear, and you can visit the islands in any order you choose.
That's what we wanted from Act 2, for
Visit the
fuck's
pristine
sake.
beaches of Whakapanu Island. The Karui whisper of a curse that afflicts all who travel there. Perhaps it's related to the weapon you seek.
That's spiral volcanic
Maybe you will
fissure.
visit the volcanic shores of the Isle of Kin. The
That's
Kin
a
have been
giant
restless
mound of
recently,
voltaic
bound
crack.
for sulfite and driven by some dark force.
Yeah, it is sulfite. Wait, sulfite delve. Oh.
Perhaps you will choose to consult with one of the local Karui tribes. Their ancient wisdom could hold clues to finding the Third Edict. No matter where you choose to go, you will fight dangerous beasts,
Beasts
find
mentioned?
fabulous treasures,
Okay, more treasure shit.
and battle incredible
Hey,
bosses.
Hinakora? That was Navali. I just saw Navali.
There are 8 islands to discover, each teeming with its own flora and fauna. Act 4 contains over 100 new monster types, 16 new areas, 12
100 new
bosses,
Spectres.
and plenty of other interesting encounters.
Titties.
There's a huge amount to show, but we're not going to spoil
Sorry,
too
I
much.
feel like
here.
yeah,
want
I
to give you a
just
chance
said
to
what I
discover
saw
it all
then.
for yourself.
That was actually titties,
What
though.
happens after Act 4? Well, until now you had to repeat the entire campaign again before you could face the endgame. But after adding Act 4, the game is far too long to make you do that. We needed something else to do in between the end of Act 4 and the
Temporary
endgame.
acts? Like,
So what else
give
can
me
we
an
do?
adventure map.
Add 3 new mini-acts, of course. and
Mini
we're calling them
acts?
The interludes. The interludes are a set of 3 temporary side stories that will be included in the game until Act 5 is released.
What?
That will take you to level 65 where the endgame can begin.
What?
The first interlude sends you on
Oh,
a
good,
journey
we're
back to
explaining them.
Ogham.
Okay, good. Good.
Renly has been leading the efforts to rebuild Ogham Village after the defeat of Count Geonor, but there's a new danger afoot. The nearby town of Holton is surrounded by an impenetrable darkness, and each night their corrupted townfolk emerge to raid the local farmlands. You will discover new areas and new bosses.
Excuse you, that's expedition
Find
boss.
your way through the darkness, uncover the source of corruption,
Darkness?
Soon you will serve our master.
and defeat it.
Yes, I shall dance with their corpse.
And that's just the first interlude.
Okay.
The second interlude will have you return to the Vasteri Desert.
I'm guessing
where
these are just
Asala has been given a
parts
sacred
of the
duty.
acts that they've already
When the
finished.
skies align, the gifting of water
I guess.
requires a chosen Sekima to meet with the Selkari,
Yeah.
guardians of the sacred water. But they're nowhere to be found. You will need to track down the Selkari. Find those responsible for disrupting the gifting. Fight even more new bosses. Discover the secrets of the ancient ritual.
Okay, they're adding a lot.
Discover new locations.
Oh, like a lot.
And ultimately help Asala carry out her sacred duty. Now for Interlude 3.
Val,
As the
shit.
royal thaumaturge of the Val, Doryani had plans
Adzili,
within plans to
Adzili.
save his people from the cataclysm perpetuated by Atzeri's lust for power. One such plan involved sealing a group of willing Val deep in a great mountain vault near the home of the Asmeri, deep enough to survive the cataclysm. Even though thousands of years have passed, he believes that their descendants may still live, and may be key to defeating the beast. The journey up the mountain will be dangerous. New foes stand in your way. And the further up the mountain you venture, the colder it will become. Explore caves of ice and enter the vault itself. Who can say what you will find within? The interludes are
Okay.
6 to 7 areas each, and generally include 4 boss fights as well. When you put that together with Act 4, that adds up to 35 new areas in the campaign, and
Yeah,
24 new
mini
bosses.
acts. It's what they have so far.
It's worth making
This
clear
looks
that the
good.
interludes are temporary. When Act
Temporary,
5 and
yeah.
6 are added, the interludes will be going away. These are side stories after all, but don't worry, the bosses and areas that make up the interlude are all part of the endgame. We're not just going to throw them away.
They're going to reuse them for the
And with that,
campaign
we
as
don't
well.
need cruel difficulty anymore.
Okay,
We do
no
know that it was a
repeating
pretty big
campaign.
chore to have
Good
to play
shit.
through the campaign multiple times on each character.
That's actually kind of
This was a
huge.
huge reason that the campaign could feel like a bit of a slog when playing through again.
Yep, there's
But
that
we
word
do
again.
also have another new feature to address that particular concern as well.
Sprinting.
So let's talk
Hey.
about sprinting. In 030, when you hold down the dodge roll button,
Finally.
the character will go into a sprint after they finish the roll.
Oh, hold down dodge
This is
roll.
available on all character classes, and there's no limitation on how long you can sprint for.
Oh, do you
The
dodge
primary
then
purpose of
sprint?
This feature is to make navigating areas faster when out of combat. Because of that, if you do take a hit while sprinting, you'll fall to the ground.
Oh.
The best idea is to use a skill when you see monsters. That'll break you out of the sprint so you can engage with no danger.
Oh.
If you do need to run away from monsters,
That's
just
balanced.
hold spacebar. You won't be vulnerable during the roll, and you're faster while sprinting than basically any monster in the game.
The animation
allowing
looks
you to retreat
great,
from
though.
combat. Sprint is a pretty significant change to PoE2's gameplay. What I like most
Yeah,
about
this
it
is
that
no
we can
longer the
accelerate
vision.
the pace of the game for those who want that, without having to compromise on PoE2's more visceral combat systems.
Eh,
Okay, so that's the new extensions to the campaign, but there's a whole giant league to play through as well. I'll leave that to Mark to talk about later. And that's because what I
Okay.
want to talk about now is the new
Support
stuff for your
gems.
characters. And probably one of the biggest new systems here is with the support gems. Now, support gems are one of the most interesting elements to creating a build. They're what enables so many interesting mechanics and different ways to play. But PoE2's support gem system has just never been quite right.
he's probably so scared
One
of
the
whatever
major
he's
issues
saying.
is
Like,
the
oh god, are they
limitation
going to
of
hate
one
it?
support gem of each type on your character. We didn't want builds to just become using the same 5 most powerful supports in every skill.
Well, too
The
late.
problem with this design, though, is that it's actually working against using multiple skills in your build. If
Correct.
you can only use each support gem on one skill, it means that you're encouraged to go all in on that one ability.
There's only
We want
one
to
good
encourage you
support
to
gem.
combo your abilities. Something needed to change. So with that in mind, we've removed the restriction of having one of each support gem per character. You
Amazing.
can now use as many copies as you like. This should drastically increase the amount of possible builds and increase the amount of skill diversity.
And skill power.
There are a lot of potential builds that suffered from the previous restriction. For example, a poison build previously couldn't add poison to more than one skill. They couldn't use
Which
stacking
was
poison on more than one skill either.
Fucking
This
stupid.
severely limited your ability to combo with anything outside of the specifically designed poison archetype. But now you can. Many utility skills previously couldn't scale to
Yeah,
endgame.
but poison still
because
sucks.
the supports that would make them scale were more useful to use in other skills. You would never speed up killing Palm with martial tempo, when you would much rather use it on your primary skill instead. There are
Yeah.
more examples like this all over the place.
This is really good for build
In
diversity
addition to
and
that,
using
though,
multiple
we thought
skills.
There wasn't enough feeling of progression in the supports as you went through the game.
And this will
There were
help a
only
lot
3
too.
tiers of supports, and many of the most important ones were given out at tier 1. Also, there were no strict upgrades, meaning that upgrading supports when you ran out of sockets required quite a lot of thinking.
Mm.
In order to solve these issues, we now also have multiple levels of many supports as you go through the game. For example, double barrel support gives you an extra bolt, but at the cost of 30% less reload speed. At tier 2, the penalty gets lowered to 20%. But then at tier 3, the support gem gets something new. It now reloads automatically when you heavy stun an enemy. In some cases, the highest tiers might work a little differently, and you'll have to decide if you like the upgrade or not, depending on your build. For
5%
example,
cast
rapid
speed.
casting. The first couple of levels
Really?
gives 15, then 20% increased cast speed. But then at tier 3, it changes to a new approach. For each different spell you cast in the last 8 seconds, you get 10% increased cast speed, which could be a pretty big bonus if you use a lot of different spells. So that's pretty good for upgrades through the campaign.
As long as you use
But we
more than
wanted to add a little
2.
more spice to the endgame for supports too. And that's where our new system, lineage supports, comes in.
Okay, these should be
You can
good.
think of these like unique items, but for supports.
These better be good.
There are supports that are only available at endgame. but they're much
Unique
more powerful.
supports.
Like Ratha's Assault. It's an upgraded version of Double Barrel that reloads your skill as you dodge roll, as well as increasing the number of bolts it can hold. But it does mean
Can
that it's the
only
only way you can reload
reload
the skill now.
when dodge rolling, yeah.
Now, unlike regular supports, you can't find these through the uncut support.
Double echo,
Just like
excuse
unique
me,
items, many
supports
of these can be
echo
found from
twice.
specific bosses.
It's a boss only drop. That's
And there's a
ridiculous.
ton in the regular drop pool too.
Is that Uber Lab drop only?
Some of them are fairly rare,
Quality and level. That's cool.
others fairly common.
fatigue bow thing.
Some of them are build defining. Others are just straight up power.
Oh, some of them grant skills?
All in all, there's around 40 lineage supports being added throughout the endgame.
Some of them are
So there's a
basically
lot
their
of
own
power to find
skill.
out there. Now,
Okay.
the new support gems are certainly going to open up a lot of builds.
Or they
but of
rework
course,
skills.
We have a huge range of improvements to individual character classes as well. As well as adding new skills, we had a big focus on buffing existing skills. So
12
that
new
they can
skills.
scale well
Oh,
into the
oh,
endgame.
buffs,
There's a
buffs,
huge amount
buffs.
to cover here, so we're
Buffs.
not going to discuss everything. We're just going to quick fire through some of the coolest changes.
Okay, okay, okay. What do we
We
have?
wanted to make cold a more useful element on the Ranger, so we've expanded the cold tools available. As well as increasing its range, Escape Shot now creates fragments of ice whenever it hits the ground. These fragments explode after a short time, making the skill better for killing groups of enemies. But not only that, we added an ice fragment support that creates more of them when killing frozen enemies. And a
Okay.
new buff skill called Ice Tipped Arrows that allows all your arrows to create ice fragments.
Oh,
This
cool.
already gives clear to rangers wanting to use ice. But to take further advantage of the ice fragments, Freezing Salvo has been upgraded to shoot additional cold arrows towards every fragment, giving you a nuke-like ability.
Oh, it's the fucking lightning conduit.
We've also modified
Thing.
Snipe to consume frozen
But for
from enemies,
cold.
dealing a huge amount more damage, giving you a nice ice single target option.
Ooh, consume
And
frozen.
something you
Okay.
might notice about this is that the bonus is a lot higher against bosses. This is actually a change you'll see throughout the entire game. Since it's a lot harder to freeze a boss, you should get a bigger reward for it.
That, yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Alright.
Another theme you'll see throughout the game is
Maybe the
making
game
movement feel
will
better.
become too easy.
Toxic Growth is a skill that was pretty cool, but a bit annoying to use with the jump that it had. Now,
Oh, they
Toxic
just-
Growth is a rain skill. So you
It's
can
now
spam
just
it and
toxic
freeze it.
rain. Oh. Cool.
And we've also added a new poison skill while we were at it, called Toxic Domain. It creates a small area around you that makes all your attacks create toxic growth pustules.
I'm
attached to
concerned though,
monsters.
because poison still sucks. It doesn't
Another
work
skill that was
right.
annoying to use was
So we'll
Electrocuting
see
Arrow.
what
It's
the
now
patch
just a
notes say.
regular arrow, making it easier to use.
Oh, good.
But it also means you can support it with projectile supports. And it now also has area of effect, making it a tool for more than just single target, and
Oh.
allowing it to scale into the endgame.
Oh, okay.
We also added a new
Mirage
spirit
Archer.
called Mirage Archer.
Oh, it's a
This
totem.
is a meta skill that allows you to create shadowy clones of yourself
Oh.
to use a skill of your choice.
Bomber? Bomber?
Of course, one of the other big
No,
problems
not
the Ranger
quite.
had was survivability. Evasion was the weakest of the three defenses, and we wanted to change that.
I mean, none of them are
Evasion
good.
doesn't evade all types of hits in the game, so you're still vulnerable to things like slams or unblockable attacks.
Uh-huh.
To make evasion characters more tanky, we're adding a new mechanic called Deflect. Unlike evasion, Deflect works on everything, and if you successfully deflect a hit, you take 40% less damage. Items can now give you a mod that gives you some amount of deflection based on your
Suppress?
evasion.
Okay. Oh.
And there's a bunch of it available on the passive tree too.
Oh. Okay,
Deflection
suppress.
is rolled in addition to evasion, so this is
Sure.
an upgrade for regular hits too. And unlike evasion, there's no maximum chance. You can reach 100% deflect against all hits if you spec into it enough.
Yep. Suppress. Okay.
Of course, this
Sure.
is a buff that helps all dex characters, so the mercenary and the monk, but especially the huntress. are
This
seeing big
just
defense
makes
boosts from this as
ES
well.
evasion still the best, though.
Speaking of defensive mechanics, let's talk about block and parry. Now, one of the big concerns
Makes it
on the
better,
release of the
actually.
huntress was parry feeling unreliable.
And
One
shit.
of the big reasons for this is there's a lot of hits that are not blockable, and thus not parryable either.
Ah.
So a huge balance change we're making is that now everything is blockable, except for specifically unblockable red flash skills that bosses use.
Oh.
This makes parry much more reliable. And not only
Doesn't
that,
that make
to make
block
blocking parry nice to
overpowered?
use, you now also move faster than before while using these abilities.
Huh.
This is a massive buff to passive block as well. So to counter that, we did have to lower the max passive block a bit.
Okay.
Overall, you should feel much safer.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Huh.
Fire
expect
skills on
that.
the warrior were not really cutting the mustard. So we decided we
Cutting
need to
the
upgrade a bunch
mustard?
of them, but also add some more as well.
What the
Let's
fuck
start
did
with
he
the
just
buff.
say?
Volcanic fish are now branches into multiple fishes, giving it much more clearing potential.
Cool.
We've also added a new skill called Forge Hammer.
Oh.
This skill throws a molten hammer that does a slam at a distance.
Hammer.
You can recall the hammer back by using the skill again if you like, but the cooler thing to do is to use a Warcry near it. Using a Warcry makes the hammer explode, making a bunch of volcanic fishes around.
Okay.
Volcanic
Hell
fishes
yeah.
Re-trigger when you slam them, so it's a great skill to make a flaming
Oh,
arena.
re-trigger
with fireballs.
slamming hammer throw. Hell
We
yeah.
also buffed Perfect Strike to have a much larger area of effect,
Looks like we're not getting
and
swords
changed the
still.
Molten Blast to not always force you to move forward.
Oh, we have a good
Trust
hammer
me,
skill
it feels a
now.
lot better to use now. The skill now has massively boosted chance to ignite monsters as well.
Good news, Quinn.
And you're going to want to ignite monsters due to a new glory skill called Ancestral Cry.
Oh.
Ancestral Cry charges up with glory by
Look at all
igniting
those
monsters
fucking
and invoking
tags.
King Calm's favor. After you do, use it to channel Calm's ancestral power. Every attack will be ancestrally boosted with fire.
Oh my
Various
god.
steps will explode, triggering volcanic fissures.
My
And
FPS.
molten balls will erupt from
Goodbye.
their attacks.
Good lord, no. Never.
Warrior shield skills were another area we wanted to improve.
Oh,
Now
shield
with the
charge.
Sprint, we actually don't need to have a cooldown on shield charge anymore.
Oh,
It now also does more damage the further away you are when you use it.
why wasn't that there before? Okay. Yep, good.
Shield wall got significantly upgraded AoE.
Ooh.
Also, you can shield charge right through it to trigger all the walls.
Oh, Earthbender. Fuck
We
yeah.
also added a new shield war cry. Fortifying Cry gives you a defensive buff, but it also builds up charge on your shield that empowers your other shield skills.
Cool.
And Magma Barrier now doesn't require timing in order to use. Just wait for your shield to charge up and block.
No, I think they just made shield charge an actual attack. Finally.
Seismic Cry now stuns enemies that are primed for stun. And we changed the Sunder interaction with Armor Break. It now also gives a Sundered Armor debuff that makes enemies take 40% extra physical damage.
What?
Great for bosses.
Oh shit.
Ancestral Warrior
Okay.
Totem's undergone some pretty
Sunder
significant
single
changes too.
target OP.
We wanted the skill to feel more like using an ultimate. That summoning an ancestor to fight for you was a big deal.
War
So
Chief?
we've changed the
Sunder
totem to
War
require
Chief.
3 endurance charges to summon, and massively buffed its damage.
Oh.
It also now scales your weapon damage too.
Takes 3 endurance charge. Okay.
Since there's no limit anymore, if you build around generating endurance charges, you can summon an entire forest of totems.
War Chief Sunder totems. Oh.
In order to make that
That
easier,
looks good.
we added some new sources of endurance charges. There's now a support
And
for perfect
endurance
strike
charge
endurance
sustain.
charges, and a support for generating endurance charges from heavy stuns as well.
Okay. Okay, yeah. War
Speaking
Chief
of
totems.
We wanted to upgrade the Warbringer.
Oh,
One of
and
other
the
changes we
upgraded
made to this
totems.
class, Answered Call now gives an extra totem, and the spirits have just been generally buffed in many ways. Use it with your limitless ancestral warrior forest to make an army of Karui that would make Tugahama proud.
Okay.
We've also merged the Great Wolf Howl and Warcaller's Bellow support, so that you can get all the benefits with 1 point.
Okay, cool. Big.
And Encased in Jade no longer removes the Jade when getting hit, making it a much better defense.
What? What do you mean no
Next
longer
up, let's
removes?
talk about accuracy. Accuracy
Is that
was
just
always
fortify
intended to be
then?
something that warriors didn't need to care about very much so long as they're in close combat. But unfortunately, that's not currently the case. This was particularly annoying with skills like Bone Shatter, which you certainly don't want to mess with. So we significantly buffed your chance to hit at close ranges when you don't have much accuracy. Warriors shouldn't require any accuracy investment in order to hit with close range attacks now.
Okay. Good.
Also wanted to improve armor. Now, one of the major weaknesses
Okay.
of armor is the inability
Ooh,
to defend
armor
against
fixed.
elemental damage. In order to mitigate this, we're adding a lot more of the stat that allows your armor to defend against elemental damage. It's now
Oh,
available
what
on
the
items and
fuck?
in a lot more places on the passive tree.
Huh.
One of the most important improvements we've made in Zero
Wait,
KO is to
built-in
decrunch the action and
taken
flow of shooting
as?
crossbows. You can now reload crossbows
Okay.
without any movement penalty.
Okay,
But
cool.
not only that,
Crossbows
all skills
sped
that
up.
can be used while moving now slow you for a shorter amount of time. This
What?
change benefits everyone, not just crossbow skills.
Yeah, all
With both of these
skills?
changes put together, the run and gun playstyle feels much better.
But that makes every
It's
build
hard to
faster.
explain how important this change is for the feel of the class. The
Shit.
Mercenary is also a good chance to talk about how we're rebalancing to make comboing skills much better. Take Shock, for example.
Really?
It buffs damage and lasts 4 seconds right now, but that isn't really giving you enough time to take advantage of it. If you're going to add
make
a
it-
lightning
make
skill
it
to a
8.
build that otherwise wouldn't use one, we need to make mechanics like this much better.
Make it 8.
So we've increased shock duration on monsters to last 8 seconds,
Yes! Yes!
and skills like Plasma Blast, which are intended to be good at shocking enemies, now increase the damage bonus by a lot more. You'll find skills
30%
like this
shock?
all around the game. Chill now lasts 8 seconds, giving you more of a reason to weave in cold
8
damage.
seconds?
Freezing skills are better at freezing.
More
Burn skills
freezing?
need to cause burns that last longer. But making skills like Permafrost Bolts and Incendiary Shot double down on how they're supposed to be used, it makes using them in your build alongside other skills much more likely. We're also
Okay.
making sure to buff specific combos too. The freeze explosions from frag rounds now chain to nearby enemies.
Chain? Oh, shit, that was
Using
good.
high velocity rounds with armor break will now fragment the opponent's armor. This causes monsters to take a portion of high velocity rounds damage with every subsequent hit, even tiny pellets.
Impale? What?
So that means following it with a shotgun blast is way more effective. Now there's a lot more buffs to crossbow skills, but for now I'm just going to talk about the new one we added, the Mortar Cannon. This
Mortar.
one lets you socket any grenade skill, and using it will summon a cannon which loads and then fires the grenade you choose.
Grenade ballista? Hell yeah. Oh, are you kidding?
Another issue on the Mercenary were banners. They were just not very good, so we're doing a big upgrade to them. They now last longer,
I hate
don't
banners.
disappear when moving out of them, and we removed the Valor mechanic.
Yeah,
They now
oh.
just give a much more consistent and stronger buff.
Oh, that
and you
actually...
can use them when you get enough glory.
Shit, that seems good actually. Okay.
On which, one of the main focuses was making various minion types more useful to use together.
Oh.
Melee minions in particular were just not that great compared to ranged ones.
Remove body blocking.
As a starting point, we just straight up removed the requirement for minions to have accuracy.
Oh.
Attack minions
Oh.
have always hit, which makes them way better.
Oh, okay.
Brutes got some good numeric buffs, but we also added a new command skill where they do a war cry that intimidates enemies and detonates any frozen monsters and allies around you in a big cold explosion.
What?
We've also changed the Frost Mage's command skill
Oh, I'm
to
in
an ability
heaven.
that adds ice armor to your other minions, adding a layer of defense. And it makes them deal cold damage back to the attacker as well. The ice armor also
Oh.
makes the minion count as frozen, so the Brute's war cry can detonate them too.
Oh my god.
Unearth was changed to work on corpses of your dead
No,
skeletons.
go back.
allowing
I
you
need
to
more.
summon the minions
Please,
easily
tell
in
me
boss
more.
fights.
Oh, we are still on minions.
And they also got a new jump ability, allowing them to get into combat faster.
Oh, face huggers. Uh-oh.
Spectre was also feeling pretty weak for the spirit cost they have.
Yeah, oh.
To
Fix,
be honest,
please.
we were a little afraid of these when we first balanced them.
Yeah, and they
We'll
all
both
suck.
Decrease the spirit cost for a large range of monsters, and will significantly increase Spectre damage too. They should feel a lot more impactful.
Minions
Also, a lot of new
might
spellcaster weapons with newer
actually
skills.
be fixed.
But I'll just talk about one of them that I thought was particularly cool.
Like,
The Reaping
actually
Staff is actually a wicked
fixed.
scythe.
Oh
It
god.
gives you a new ability called Reap. When an enemy is low in life, you can dash forward and rake enemies
Holy
with the scythe
shit,
to
they just
counter them
admitted
instead,
it.
healing you.
Oh my god, good.
It can also inflict critical weakness on enemies
I
too.
don't give a fuck anymore.
Now, there's a
I'm
lot of
so
balance
done.
changes
I'm
for each of
happy.
the sanity classes, but I'll just talk about
I can
two.
leave now.
On the Blood Mage, you were previously required to spend your
Oh,
first
who
points
gives a
on
fuck about
Sangomancy,
Blood Mage?
which really was supposed to be the downside for being able to access the powerful abilities on the rest of the class. In order to make picking the Blood Mage a better early option, we made Sangomancy free, unlocking the power of the rest of the class immediately.
Free?
On the Infernalist, the Demon form
Good.
wasn't something people were really using because you lost your weapon stats while transformed. Well, you no longer do, so it's a much better option now.
Wow, okay.
On the Monk, the wind skills needed a big upgrade for sure.
Demon form
Staggering Path
way
can now
better.
stack up its duration if you use the skill multiple times in a row. So you can keep the effect of all your skills throwing up wind.
That's
and
the
much
best
more
minion news I've seen in a year.
Wind Blast had the purpose of building up to dazing an enemy, but dazing just wasn't worth all that effort. Now it just dazes on hit, meaning a single wind
Every
blast with
minion
all your
got
skills
better.
stun enemies more easily. Following up with Vaulting Impact on a dazed enemy previously did a bunch of stun. Now it allows you to break your enemy's stance. When their stance is broken, following up with a fast attack will do way more damage. A cool build that certain people always enjoyed in PoE1 was hand-to-hand combat, but until now we just don't have a
Oh,
real way to make
face
it viable.
breakers?
Well, that changes
Oh,
now.
hollow
The monk, as
palm.
a true martial artist, now has the ability to learn the hollow palm technique, a keystone that lets you use all quarterstaff skills while unarmed.
Fuck yeah.
All quarterstaff attacks now have a special unarmed version, and you get further bonuses to all your attacks from stacking energy shield and evasion on your
Okay,
character.
hell yeah. I'm playing that at some point.
A new keystone we also added to the monk section of the tree is Walker of the Wilds.
Proper monk.
This changes mana leech to work with elemental damage instead of physical, which is pretty useful for all those elemental attacks the monk has.
Okay,
But
Mana
works well
Leech
for the
solved
range too.
for elemental attacks.
Now,
Insane.
one of the least used ascendancy classes in the game is the Acolyte of Triula, so we knew we needed to make some changes here. One of the key things we had to do was make the chaos damage that the Acolyte can do much more useful. So we've added a new skill, allowing chaos damage to ignite, shock, chill, and freeze, embracing the elemental prowess of the monk in a truly chaotic fashion.
Oh, but on a timer.
In addition, he can make all of his chaos damage leech. And we've buffed Into the Breach and Embrace the Darkness by moving the effects of the 4-point nodes into the base skills. He also gains a new notable, Grasp of the Void, which leaves void illusions behind you as you dodge roll. If they're killed, they do massive explosions of darkness, dealing damage to everything in sight. Now let's talk about
That looks cool.
sorceress skills. One
Ooh,
of the things
spell
we want
skills?
to improve on the Sorc is the ability to use multiple elements together more effectively. Now, this might seem small.
That spark
but one
looks
of the things
pretty
pushing you
fucking
towards
good.
Using a single element is debuffs like elemental curses, which lower resistances of a single element. In order to fix that, we're making quite a lot of game-wide changes to these kinds of mechanics to broaden what they apply to.
What?
So for example, there's no longer 3 curses for fire, ice, and lightning. Instead, there's just a single curse that buffs all 3 at the same time.
By
And
46%?
things like Frostbomb, which gave you cold exposure, now give elemental exposure.
Oh,
Use
no
it
way.
without any of your other skills.
Oh, shit.
We also wanted
Oh.
to make switching between different weapon sets
Okay.
smoother, so you can use different elemental staves more effectively. To do that, we've removed the weapon switch time, and now it happens instantly. This
Goodbye,
applies to
mechanic
M1 too.
that you shouldn't have added in the first place.
Now, we didn't just want to
Yep.
stop there. We wanted to add some specific mechanics that work between different elements, and that's where elemental infusions come in.
Oh.
Certain skills can now drop elemental infusions. For example, when a frostbomb explodes, it leaves behind a cold infusion on the ground. After picking it up, you can spend it on one of any number of different skills to transform how they work.
Oh my god. Is that?
Spark will create a nova of cold infused projectiles. Ice Nova will leave a chilled area on the ground.
Elemental combo gameplay. Okay.
And we also added a new low
That's
level skill
good.
that fires ice shards.
Hey,
Use it
ice
with cold
shards.
infusion though, and the ice shards will explode.
Wait, was that Oh. Those ice shards
Orb
look
of
great.
Storms now generates lightning infusions when you cast enough spells near it. And that's all spells, by the way, not just lightning. Once you have one, you could cast a lightning flame wall, which adds both fire and lightning damage to all the projectiles that pass through it.
Oh. Beautiful.
Or power up Ember Fusillade with lightning, which will generate arcs to nearby enemies as each fireball hits.
Hell yeah.
Or
I
you
love
go lightning on
Fusillade.
lightning
That's
with
such a
arcs.
cool skill.
This skill is now a projectile, and by infusing it, you can go full Palpatine.
Whoa. What?
Get fire infusions by blowing up monsters with Living Bomb. Then use them with Comet to summon a giant fire meteor from the sky.
Oh,
Or use it with
Jesus.
Firestorm, which transforms it from a small area into a much bigger one. Firestorm is unique in that it can be infused by multiple different elements at the same time.
Huh? All 3?
Add an ice infusion to rain down ice at the same time as the fire.
Can I do all 3 though?
And add lightning to add deadly strikes from the heavens into the mix. Or use it with all 3
Yeah.
to generate a storm that is truly apocalyptic.
Oh, Firestorm. Okay. Okay, we're going back to
Snaps
old
with something
PoE1.
different. Snap.
War Chief Totems,
Previously, you could use the Shadow
Firestorm,
Ice,
and
but now it
fucking
works to
every
generate
minion.
all of the different elemental ailments, and make some leave behind infusions. And just like how you could previously use it on Frostbolt, you can now also use it on Orb of Storms and Solar Orb to detonate those as well, which means you can create many infusions at once.
Okay.
We also have a Spirit Reservation skill
Wow.
and a support gem to help generate them too.
I didn't expect them to turn this shit around so
On the
quick.
passive tree, we've added quite a few new keystones to the Sorceress section. Here are a couple of examples. The
Oh,
Black
lot.
Flame Covenant keystone
It seems
converts
a lot
your
more
fire spells
dense.
to chaos and causes your ignites to deal chaos damage. Your fire spells and ignites will also turn purple.
Oh, that's amazing.
The Ritual
Wait, can I
Cadence
play-
keystone causes your
Oh.
invocation skills to trigger more times.
Purple.
It makes them trigger periodically over a longer duration instead of one. Great for those auto bomber builds.
Oh, order. Oh no.
Now, in addition to skill changes, we've added a lot more options for the passive tree for each class.
Fuck yeah.
Overall, there are more than 100 new notables on the tree, usually around 20 per class, along with smaller clusters as well.
Okay, at least some
Check
of
out
those
the
have to
old
be
version.
minion.
And here's the new version.
Oh,
It's a lot more
God.
dense, and there's more
That's-
interesting nodes than before.
That's so much. Oh,
Now, we probably
no.
can't go through too many of these in the live stream, so I'll just show you one from each class's area of the tree.
Okay.
We tried to be a lot more thematic with the new nodes. So, for example, the Molten One's Gift. It lets the benefit of Armor Break apply to your fire damage. Or how about
Fire
Last
pen?
Stand, which gives you lots of stats as your situation becomes more and more desperate.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Try to get all
A
4.
lot of these have themes aligning with Ascendancy classes. Like for the Gemling Legionnaire, for example. You have crystallized immunities, which makes you immune to different status ailments, depending on which support gem color you have socketed the most.
Oh, cool.
Another Ascendancy class aligned notable is Sanguimatic Rituals. It allows arcane surges to generate life instead of mana, unlocking that support gem to be used with the Blood Mage Ascendancy. In the Sork area, you'll find these Archon nodes that allow you to convert all of your elemental damage to a specific element. You become a Lightning Archon when you spend enough mana, after which all your skills will be converted to Lightning, and you will do extra Lightning damage as well. We have ones for Cold and Fire too, with different triggers. Here's another cool one.
Okay.
Elemental Practitioner gives crit bonuses if you've triggered a skill recently, while also making crits generate more energy for triggers. Or maybe
Autobomber,
you'd like
cock
Great
build.
Boar. It gives you a reason to stack Dexterity to make you tougher, giving a bonus to life and stun threshold.
Life and stun threshold for
Or
dex
the Cunning
stacking.
Fox. It straight up gives you 5% quality to all your gems.
Huh.
Now another major change is attribute requirements.
Oh, thank
We felt that
fuck.
players probably had a few too many nodes and attributes, and not enough
thank
interesting passives.
God.
So we lowered
Okay,
attribute
they've
requirements
done
by
so
25%
much.
across the board.
Oh, thank fuck.
That means you'll have more points to spend on interesting notables rather than just needing to allocate more strength, dex, and int.
Thank God.
Now there are way more changes than just these. These are just some of the cooler ones we wanted to show off. But I'd
Okay,
say that's just about
he's
enough for now.
smiling now.
We're not even half done yet. So I think it's time that we talk about the League, the rise of the Abyssal.
Oh yeah, the
And to
content.
do that, I'd like to hand things over to Mark.
Okay.
As
We
you just
might
saw,
be
even though there are major changes to
okay.
the campaign for this update,
I think
we
we're
want
good.
to make sure that every time you come back for an expansion, each area feels different with something extra going on. It is really important to make sure your experience when returning between expansions is fresh and filled with new content. And the way we did this was through leagues.
Essence.
Every expansion we make has a league, which not only has a fresh economy, but also has new content exclusively available in that league. So, let's delve into the details of what Path of Exile 2's
Delve?
first official league is bringing to the table.
Wait, what?
The Abyssal are a race that have mastery of forbidden magic.
Okay, first time for real, guys, I swear.
They were thought to be extinct, but have merely been biding their time underground.
That looks sick.
You first encounter signs of the Abyssal in Clairfell, where you discover that during the night, weaker members of the Undead Legion have been attacking the encampment. The townsfolk require your help to investigate where the monsters are coming from and put a stop to their attacks.
Out there,
Oh wait, are we gonna go abyss delving?
beneath the surface.
As you proceed through Rayclast, you'll find fissures in the earth connected to larger pits.
Uh-huh.
The monsters normally inhabiting the area are being affected by it, harmed by it even, having their souls eaten to strengthen the abyssal underground.
So just abyss influence?
As you
Okay.
defeat the monsters, the fissure closes and abyssal emerge, angered by you killing their food. Once all those fissures have been sealed, the pit activates, and more abyssal
Oh,
pour out.
okay. So you just
This
work
is
up
where
to
the
it.
larger and more dangerous monsters reveal themselves.
That looks
as
that
hordes of
looks
abyssals
so
spew
good.
out from the pit to take your soul.
Oh yeah, that looks
If
good.
you kill a magic
Okay.
pack, then magic abyssal arise. If you kill a rare, then a rare monster will emerge from the pit, having absorbed some or all of its modifiers for itself.
Really?
This means the monsters emerging will generally be more difficult and more rewarding, as each modifier gives better rewards.
Do we have to vacuum them to the
If you are
pit?
able to kill them all, the pit will seal shut. As each pit is closed, it reveals a potential reward.
Abyssal Trove,
will rise
yeah.
up out of the pits, allowing you to get some epic loot.
Abyssal Armory. Nord Rib.
Areas often contain many pits, with many fissures.
There was a
and the amount
crafting
goes up as
currency?
you progress through the game, getting more intense.
Splinter?
It doesn't stop there. When monster mods are absorbed, they have a chance to become infused with the Dark Necromancy, transforming them into abyssal modifiers.
Oh
For
god.
example, you defeat this
More
monster
Nemesis
with a
mods.
Mana Siphoner modifier. Their soul is
Oh,
eaten by the
donut.
pit, and a rare
Oh,
monster
Mega
emerges.
Donut.
The
No.
Mana Siphoner modifier has transformed into Soul Siphoner.
Oh, no.
And is now amplified in danger and reward.
Fucking
Abyssal pits also
big donut.
interact with other monsters and mechanics.
Oh.
If
Exiles.
you defeat a rogue exile that's near one, it'll be revived as a Lichborn that has multiple abyssal modifiers.
Ooh.
Lichborn exiles even have their own unique jewel they can drop, if you are
Oh.
lucky enough to encounter and kill them. If an abyss spawns near a boss, killing it will summon a gigantic Giga Larvae creature. Monsters imprisoned in essences near abyssal pits are affected by
Okay.
the abyss too. They will come with an additional new essence item that can be used to craft your items.
Essence of the Abyss?
So,
No
that's the
explanation.
bread and butter of the Abyssal League.
Okay,
Kill surface-dwelling monsters, kill the emerging Abyssal, close the fissures, overcome pit encounters, and reap the rewards.
okay.
There's
Abyss
a
just
lot
looks
more
like
to this league,
good
however.
mapping content.
As you complete Abysses, you
There's
can find
more?
ancient pieces of bone, preserved
Yeah,
from the
Lord
remains
Rib.
of fallen Lichborn. These are one of the many rewards for your mission to seal the pits.
Splinters.
You can use
Oh,
this
crafting.
on a rare item to imbue it with abyssal magic, adding a
Sockets?
special hidden modifier to your item. But how do you
Veil?
reveal it? In
Wait.
Act 2 of the campaign, you'll encounter a new area.
Veiled crafting?
This area is overrun by the Abyssal and the Lost Men. After clearing through this area, you'll find the Well of Souls, a giant cavity with a massive vortex of souls swirling beneath you.
Jesus, that's cool.
So how
Okay.
do you reveal the mods on your Abyssal-infused items? Obviously, just throw them in, right? Yes, that's exactly what you do.
But,
Before throwing it in, you are given the option of how you want to transform it, in the form of a choice of 3 different modifiers.
okay, sick UI, but
Once
that's
you've
just
chosen your
Veil.
desired mod, throw it in. Where it will
Yeah.
absorb the power of the souls, and the ominous creature will then retrieve it for you.
The what?
These modifiers can be ones from the core mod pool, all
Ugh.
the way through to specialized modifiers that cannot normally appear on items.
Oh, good shit.
During
Okay,
the
cool.
campaign, you can use it as a way to more easily add useful existing mods.
Yes.
But during the endgame, there is a whole set of new and powerful mods you can add to your items.
Okay, okay, okay.
Like this mod for crossbows that allows
Plus
you to
1
place an
ballista.
additional ballista token.
That's kind of big. That's gotta be minion
Or
stats.
this one that adds spirit to your staff.
Oh, yes. Okay, okay. Crafting
Or
got
this
better
one
too.
That allows
Okay.
you to generate more combo with your quarterstaff skills.
There's gotta be minion stuff. There's gotta be
And
scepter
speaking
stuff.
of endgame, you can also use the system to craft waystones.
Really?
With a preserved vertebrae fused into your waystones, you can get some new modifiers that push difficulty and rewards to new heights. Here are some examples of those mods. You always get a choice of 3, so you can avoid anything you don't think your character is capable of.
Jesus Christ.
With this modifier, the natural inhabitants of the area are all spawned near abysses, and there are up to 9 additional abyssal pits in the area, making it just a full-on abyss ruckus.
An abyss
Or this
logbook?
one,
What the
which
fuck?
causes the final abyssal pit in the area
That's just any
to
map.
always result in a boss encounter, be it either one underground or one that emerges out.
Underground? What?
There are dozens of
We haven't
these
heard about
waystone
the underground
modifiers in
ones.
total
Excuse
you can
me.
get from this crafting.
Jesus, okay, this
covers
this
the new
looks
crafting
good.
mechanic. So what's left? Well, we talked about
The
how
bosses.
when closing pits you can get abyssal troves, but sometimes when closing an abyss, you'll reveal an
Yeah.
underground cavern that leads to the abyssal depths.
Oh yeah. Oh, and we actually
After
jumped
jumping
down.
into the depths,
Cool.
you'll find an abyssal city, swarming with legions of the undead.
Hell yeah.
When underground, every single rare abyssal enemy will have an abyssal modifier. And at the end of the dungeon, you'll even find a rare with a more powerful Lichborn modifier. Once you're able to defeat this powerful rare, you can also find some nice rewards. Aside from the entire area being valuable due to the abyssal
Sorry,
modifiers and
greater
monsters, it
augmentation.
has its own specific drops too.
What the fuck is that?
One example is a set of lineage supports that can rarely be found in these depths. like
What the fuck is a
Purple's Lich.
greater augmentation?
This support empowers
Is Spectre
both
good
you
yet?
and
Yes,
your
they
minions with
specifically buff
advantage,
Spectres.
granting
And we're getting
unlimited
100 new
light to
ones.
your
So yes, Spectre's minion might be fixed.
Another depth-specific outcome is a set of omen-like items that amplify your abyssal crafting.
Wow.
Additionally, we're adding some new socketables that can drop from the abyssal depths.
Hey, we
Ulaman's
might get
Blades,
Amanamu's back.
which can be socketed into your armor.
Oh
These
wait,
are
that's
a
a
bit
socket?
special in that
Oh.
you can only have one equipped at a time, but give some pretty powerful effects.
Oh, a unique
Think of
socketable.
them as almost a unique socketable for your equipment.
Oh, I hate that. Ugh.
In the endgame, where you can still find depths, you also start to find a different type of underground chamber.
Huh?
In these areas, you'll find an ancient spire, a device being used by commanders of the abyssal factions to plunge Rayclast into a lightless void.
Oh my god.
Your goal
Void
is
of the
simple.
Lightless.
Kill this commander and destroy the spire. There are 4 bosses in the Abyss League.
That's a
and there are
hideout.
some
That's gotta be a
pretty cool
hideout.
uniques available from them.
Darkness Enthroned.
An
Yes!
example is this build, Darkness Enthroned. It has 2 sockets. But hold on, socketables don't work
That's
on belts.
not minion
Well,
focused.
This belt has a special mod that allows it to count as a different slot for the purpose of socketables. This one, for
Okay,
example, counts as
well.
a helmet. I kind of want one that counts as a body armor. I wonder how rare that one is. You can
Oh,
also
there's
find
variants.
this unique jewel.
Oh god,
Undying
okay.
Hate. This jewel transforms part of your passive skill tree into an abyssal version.
Oh
and has multiple
no.
depths. The deeper it goes, the more of your passive tree is affected,
We don't.
allowing you to fulfill your fantasy of becoming part Abyssal Lich. Now, the last
I
thing
didn't.
that Abyssal commanders can
Fucking
drop
timeless
is a
jewels.
Finger of the Lich.
Oh my god, there's
What
more
use do you
shit.
have with a random undead finger?
What is that?
Well,
the
the
boss?
next time you return to the Well of Souls, with the finger in your inventory, your character will almost feel compelled. To do what, though, you might ask?
Jump.
To jump in.
Yeah. Oh.
The items you threw in came back more powerful, right? So, what's the worst that could happen? Well, you will just have to find that one out for yourself.
Spoilers. Okay.
Along with the introduction of Act
Yump.
4 and the interlude, we will be adding 25 new in-game maps.
Good.
These maps will contain all the new monsters and bosses we're adding, improving variety and giving you opportunities to experience the
Holy
new
shit,
boss
that's
fights
beautiful.
many times.
Is that like a fight in King's
Let's
March?
take a look at some examples. Rock Pools is a map where you explore a shallow rocky
okay,
coastline,
the map's looking
surrounded
good.
by coral and filled with sirens. At the end is a giant goblin king boss, ready to eat sulfite and squish you like a bug.
Eat sulfite? What? You eating crack?
Holton is an Ezomite township which has seen better days.
City Square.
Explore and clear the township to find a gothic, reaper-like boss.
Oh,
with
Jesus.
the ability to manipulate storms and fry you with both lightning and wither you with chaos. Given some of the new bosses added are a bit more epic, such as the Act boss and final bosses of each interlude part, it would be a bit of a waste to just use them as regular map bosses.
What? Are they citadels?
We'll be adding some new mechanics to the Atlas that use them.
Oh, what?
These start appearing pretty fast into the endgame and will help bridge the gap until you do your
Was that a
pinnacle bosses.
tempest?
In the desert biome, you can encounter a wild sandstorm.
Sandstorm.
3 maps around the sandstorm contain a device you must activate. Upon doing this,
What
the
the fuck?
sandstorm's magic is disrupted, revealing the map inside and allowing you to access it and find the cause.
Okay, so a blocked off
This
map.
presents itself in the form of a boss,
Like a mini
similar to the
citadel?
existing Citadel bosses.
Mini
This
citadel
boss is a
encounters.
Paladin Swordmaster, who has been blessed
Okay.
with the power of a time
Mini
machine,
bosses?
allowing him to take his swordsmanship
Or
to the next level by
mega
replicating
bosses.
himself, maneuvering rapidly, and severing the fabric of time itself with his powerful slashes.
Jesus.
In the water biome, you'll encounter a giant maelstrom, where one of the maps surrounding the water biome
Water
connects to
biome?
it,
That's
but the
new.
connection is obscured. You must run the maps nearby, hoping to find a beacon.
Okay, locked maps to
Remove the
reveal that
maelstrom
are big.
and reveal the connection to that map.
Okay, okay.
Another example is this Vaal vault in the mountain biome. But how do we get inside? Running the adjacent maps to it will yield a key, which you can then use to gain access to this vault. Or, you could just trade for one, I guess. Use the key to dispel the powerful force field surrounding it, leading to the Vaal Elite and their rewards inside.
Oh.
These all contain Uber versions of the Act 4 boss, and the bosses at the end of each part of the interlude. And each have their own exclusive drop pool of new lineage supports, which, as Jonathan spoke about earlier, are powerful support gems that modify your skills in pretty crazy
Which means they
ways.
can be done on any tier.
As an example of a lineage support which can come from the Faradin Swordmaster mentioned earlier, we have Garukhan's Resolve, which causes your critical strikes to fork, but requires some mobility on your part to properly enable.
Bifurcates.
From the boss
Okay.
sealed in the Vaal Vault, we have Paquate's Pact, which supports your war cries, causing them to inflict massive amounts of corrupted blood at the cost of your own life.
Oh, CB war
Additionally,
cries.
some maps
Cool.
can now spawn summoning circles,
What
a
the
room
fuck?
resembling an Ezomite henge. Activating this henge will spawn bosses. It's as simple as that.
Huh?
We'll also be making changes to how affixes and waystones work.
What?
As the current
Okay.
prefixes equals good, suffixes equals bad, iteration isn't quite hitting the mark.
Correct.
We tried something new here in Path of Exile 2, but after seeing the feedback, we decided we actually liked what we had in Path of Exile 1 more. Like Path of
Go
Exile
on.
1, each affix will now be both difficult and rewarding.
Brilliant.
Waystone mods now grant an increase to the number of waystones dropped, and an additional specific upside attached to it. This means as you roll your map, they will continue to get more difficult and more rewarding, and allow you to customize the difficulty and rewards of your maps better.
Huh.
For example,
Cool.
the
Good.
Frostbitten mod,
Good for
which
map rolling.
causes enemies to deal cold damage, also increases the rarity of items dropped as its upside. Whereas the Of Venom suffix modifier, which causes enemies to poison on hit, has the upside of granting increased pack size.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Some maps
Good.
will end up having a lot of rarity, some a lot of pack size, and others will just have a mixture of everything. Due to now having more modifiers granting difficulty, we will of course be reducing the difficulty per modifier to account for this. So, that's your Atlas, maps, and waystones, but what about Breach, Ritual, Pinnacle content, and others of the sort?
And
We're
towers.
making some changes around this too. The first change is that you'll now be able to invest 2 points into your specific League Atlas trees before having to run the Pinnacle content. There will be
Oh.
a specific objective for each type of content which grants you those points. For example, in the case of Delirium, it's simple.
So just
You just
interacting
find
with it will give
and
you
kill
some
one of the bosses in the
customization
map.
for it.
Omniphobia or
Yeah.
Gnosis.
Okay. Sweet.
The rest of the points for each content come from the Pinnacle content. But we're making
That
some
might
changes to accessibility.
Get you invested into playing it in a certain way.
Currently, access to most Pinnacle content requires the same key at the easiest and most difficult version of the content. This creates a negative feeling where at lower difficulties, instead of wanting to run the content, you're often better off just selling it to someone who can run it at maximum difficulty. To address this, each content will now drop splinters, which will not form into singular items. Instead of using the singular combined item in the realm gate, you can now just bring your splinters. Upon inserting the splinters into the realm gate, an interface will appear, allowing you to pick your difficulty, and you'll notice each difficulty has a different entry cost. This means if you want to run easier difficulties, it costs less, which also allows you to run this content much sooner into the endgame. Because these
Okay,
encounters
yeah.
now just require splinters, their corresponding Atlas tree no longer affects the difficulty of them, and has been changed to purely affect the content and maps on the Atlas.
Wow, okay, they reworked a
Arbiter
lot
of
of
Ash works a
their
bit
original ideas.
Instead of requiring splinters, he still needs crisis fragments. We now have only 2 difficulties of the Arbiter. The first, requiring the existing fragments obtained from citadels.
And Uber.
The second, Uber Arbiter, requires calamity fragments. These come from citadel
Terraria
bosses
mentioned.
also, but only once you've allocated the maximum number of points in your boss Atlas tree, ensuring those citadels are at their highest difficulty level. Since we're talking about Pinnacle content, we also felt that the leveling curve in the late game was a bit too steep.
Thank
We've
God.
smoothed this out a bit so that it's easier to get to the mid-90s. We've
Thank
also added
fuck.
some new
Oh my
in-game
God.
unique items.
Back to PoE 1.
Let's take a look at a couple.
Oh, uniques. Okay, good.
Thunderfist is a pair of gloves
Hey,
that grants
Thunderfist.
Crackling Palm, a skill which empowers your
Oh.
unarmed attacks, granting the ability to call down the storms themselves. and
Lightning
enemies you hit.
Facebreaker.
Put simply, literally every monster you hit with your unarmed skills will be struck by powerful lightning.
Oh, hell yeah.
Pair this
Oh,
with the
that's so
aforementioned
good.
hollow palm technique to embrace your true unarmed prowess in combat.
Oh, thank fuck.
Another unique we're adding is
Holy
Henekura's
shit.
Sight. Equip this amulet to be granted the power of the Mother of Death herself.
Future past.
This is reflected by granting you a skill called Foresight. While you have Foresight, your dodge roll no longer avoids hits. But instead, being hit while dodge rolling restores you to full life and makes you unable to die for a brief period of time. You'll notice when this does occur, a copy of your character appears and takes the full damage. This is you seeing that future, as if you hadn't been
Wait.
given the amulet.
Immunity frames?
Ultimately, your in-game experience should be more streamlined.
Wait, that's a
with new content to find.
actual
you'll be able to
iframes in the
invest your
dodge
Atlas
roll?
trees sooner engage with Pinnacle content faster, have less FOMO
Am I
running said Pinnacle
reading that
content,
wrong?
reach higher levels easier, and do all of that while finding many new chase endgame items.
Did he even say the word tower?
Talking about finding items is one thing, but what about crafting them?
I don't know if he said the word tower.
We've
Oh,
taken a step back and looked at some of our crafting systems to make some notable improvements.
okay. Fixing
Let's start
expedition
with
and essence.
which suffered
Yes.
from an issue where the regular essences
Yes.
were effectively useless
Correct.
and didn't give players the tools or excitement that a crafting system should provide.
Make it
To
PoE1
alleviate
essence.
these concerns, essences are being changed in a few ways. Firstly, they're being changed to function like regals and add specific modifiers with specific values. Meaning you know
specific mods.
exactly
Oh.
what you're going to get.
Yeah, good. PoE1
We
essence.
found that
Yes,
players were
correct.
often bottlenecked by regal orbs
But
when
regals.
crafting in the campaign, so this helps to fill that gap, allowing you to better upgrade your items.
Okay, targeted regals.
For example, this lesser essence of flames, which will be able to add a flat amount of fire damage to your magic martial weapons.
Specific targeted
Secondly,
regals
we're adding
is
many more
pig.
tiers. That
Okay,
lesser
essences
essence of
will help
flames,
a lot.
For example, has a regular variant and a greater variant too.
But how
adding
many
even more
are
fire
there?
damage with
Because
each
there
upgrade.
aren't a lot. There's
The
like
intention of this
15.
is so that when you find one early on, you don't worry about holding on to it till later to use on a higher level item.
So it's just
You should
PoE1
feel
again.
free to
There's
use them
lower
as they
tiers.
come
They
to
have a
get
specific
powerful
mod,
upgrades during the campaign.
but they only function as regals.
Lastly, our highest tier of essences, now called Perfect Essences, will function like a Chaos Orb instead of a Regal. So it will replace one of the modifiers on your rare items with the specified mod.
Ah.
Such as this Perfect Essence of Flames. You'll notice this one doesn't just add flat fire damage like the ones before.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect Essences often give
Okay.
something a bit different, with some opportunities to be pretty damn powerful. There are many different essences.
Oh,
each
thank
with many
God. That's
tiers,
minion based.
covering many of the more core modifiers you'd want on items early on, through to chase specialized ones for in-game. Speaking of in-game,
That
we
had to be
really
minion
wanted to
based.
expand our crafting options for late in-game crafting projects.
Oh?
You might have noticed that at in-game, you get way too many transmutes. Wouldn't it be nice if some of those didn't drop, but instead you got something a little more powerful?
Don't make a greater
At
transmute,
higher levels,
you
can now find greater orb
motherfucker.
of transmutation and perfect orb of transmutation. These can be used on normal items to upgrade them to magic, ensuring that the modifier generated is of a minimum level. This is similar to how you find higher tier items on the ground, but for crafting.
Okay,
These
tiered
higher tiers will also
currency.
exist for orb of augmentation, regal orb,
Okay,
Exalted orb,
okay, tiered
Chaos orb.
exalts.
meaning you can get all of the orbs required to take your item from normal rarity to a fully completed rare with guaranteed high tier
Doesn't that
mods.
make regular exalts useless? Oh, I guess for
On
maps
top
they
of
might
these
be
new
good.
core crafting currencies, we
Bad
wanted to
night,
make sure
see you,
there
Tito.
were powerful crafting bases to use them on. Now in in-game, you can start to find exceptional items.
Oh,
These are items that drop at normal rarity and are perfect for your from-scratch crafting projects. They can come with
why?
extra quality, up to 30%, or an additional socket to use your crafting socketables in. And yes, they can be corrupted for yet another socket.
Jesus. Okay, sockets.
You can also get
No, I think it
exceptional
it might
unique
actually be
items.
good, but not everything is fixed.
Add even further to your
TLDR.
crafting arsenal, we've added a whole suite of new omens to ritual content, and removed some of the more unimpactful ones that weren't being used. Some of the new omens include the
But this is
Omen of
really
the
encouraging
Ancients,
because they seem to be
which will
changing their
cause your
mind
next
when
orb
we
of
tell them
cards
that
to not
things are
destroy
shit.
the item,
A
generate
lot
random
more
unique of the
playable,
same class.
bordering on good.
or the Omen of Sanctification.
80% of the
which
way to
is my
being
new
a
favorite.
fun game, I think.
This will cause your next divine orb used on a rare item to re-roll the values of its modifiers, allowing it to exceed the normal
That's
minimum and maximum
late
values,
meta crafting.
raising the ceiling on the new
Okay,
most
essences
powerful
got
rare items
buffed
in the game.
in a good way.
This omen will also cause your items
If they
to
make
become
ROG crafting,
sanctified.
like,
Sanctified
viable,
items cannot be crafted,
that could
just
fix a
like
lot of
corrupted
things.
ones, so consider carefully when you use this. Another is the Omen of Chaotic Monsters,
I don't give a fuck
which
about
will cause
omens.
your next Chaos Orb to re-roll all modifiers on a Waystone, allowing you to fix your maps if you get some modifiers that are not feasible for your build. Besides these examples, There is a huge variety of new omens for you to discover in your ritual encounters.
It seems like so many steps to just make a
With
Chaos
the release
Orb
of
act
Act
like a
4,
Chaos Orb.
notably taking place in the Kadori archipelago, you'll be able to now find a new currency item, Henikora's Lock. Henikora, the Kadori goddess of death, has the power of foresight and is able to see many futures, including the outcome of your next craft. So, imbuing her lock onto an item
Wow.
gives you that same power too.
Okay, locks added.
For example, you'll know whether or not to use an Exalted Orb on your item. as
Okay,
it will know
locks
exactly what the
1-to-1
outcome is.
added.
So,
Interesting.
With all these new crafting improvements, it's safe to say you're going to be making some epic items. And
Jeez.
not necessarily just ones for yourself. So given that, it's time to talk about a massive...
Okay. Rare trading.
It's finally here.
Auction
the
house.
moment we've all been waiting for.
Oh my god.
Fully asynchronous trade. Over the years, the way players trade with each other
Oh
in
my
Path of
god.
Exile 1
Okay.
has morphed from using the forums through to the in-game chat, all the way through to using the website.
I feel bad for people who trade
These
in global.
systems, in all their iterations, work for a
Oh my
while,
god,
but
goodbye.
with each iteration, new
Goodbye,
problems
trade.
eventually reveal themselves.
Fuck you,
Be
trade.
it requiring you to be in your hideout too much instead of out there killing monsters, or never getting responses from people who are either AFK or just can't be bothered.
I feel like I'm in
order to
church right
finally
now.
solve this, and this has been a long time coming, we're adding a new system that allows you to buy items from other players without requiring the seller to be present. They can continue
Holy
farming,
shit.
killing monsters, AFK as they please,
They have to be online.
and can even be offline.
Yes!
With the introduction of King's March in Act 4, you will encounter Ange, assistant to Rog in the Meridian Free Traders Company.
We are so
Over the
back.
last 2 decades or so, since Path of Exile 1's storyline, Faustus has handed down his knowledge and expertise to Ange, and she is now ready to take over his business. If you have a hideout unlocked already, you can immediately invite her there. If you don't have a hideout yet, you will need to acquire one. You can do this by completing a quest to defeat one of the bosses inhabiting an island in Act 4, allowing you then to take a slice of it for yourself, making it your new home.
Oh,
and
so
base of
minimum unlocked in
operations.
Act 4.
Once invited to your hideout, she will now serve as operating your currency exchange, but also serve as the figurehead in your new trading empire.
They're in the same
So,
vendor.
how does this new system work? In the existing trade system, you would
It's just
list
gonna
items
it's
for
gonna
sale
swap the
in
currency
premium
for the
stash
item.
tabs. And then when someone wanted one, you'd have to take it out for yourself and trade it to them.
This is perfect.
Now, instead of using those, you can give your items to Ange so she can sell them for you.
Oh my
Each item
god.
must have a price set. The
Okay.
prices are set using in-game
How do we
currency items,
input?
such as Exalted Orbs or Chaos Orbs. Once a price is set, other players will be able to find the item by searching for it on the trade website. Once a desired item has been found, you can hit a button, which will instantly teleport your character in-game to their hideout. Then, you can immediately purchase the item.
Wait a minute.
While there, if you want,
Oh my god.
browse their other goods.
It actually works exactly how I wanted it to work.
You'll notice that as a buyer, on top of the currency the seller sets
It's
for
a
the
merchant
price,
trade
it
window.
also costs gold to purchase an item, as Ange has bills to pay after all. As a seller, you'll immediately receive a notification when an item of yours is sold.
Holy
And can
fuck.
also
This
see an
is
effect
good.
above Ange in your hideout when she has unclaimed currency. Just go talk to her, claim your currency, and continue playing at your leisure. As many people already acquired
Divines
premium
While
stash tabs
Sleeping
for the
was that
purpose of
character
the trade
name.
System, we wanted to add a way for you to convert your existing tabs to merchants tabs. If you want.
What?
You can do that here, on the website, but only if you purchase those tabs before the release of the third edict. To clarify, the existing trade system will remain
Oh.
fully intact, so your premium stash tabs will not lose any of their functionality. We just figured people might want to switch over to this new system. We expect a lot of feedback around this new system and are looking forward to trying it out with you.
Wow.
As we are not able to
I can
test
expand my
internally with an
shop
entire
page.
thriving economy, there will certainly be some kinks to work out. Based on how the system goes, we will be adding it to Path of Exile 1 when ready, so any of the tabs you purchase will also be usable there later. Next up, we're going to be talking about our new supporter packs. Today, we're launching 2 new series of supporter packs, the Justice and Trathan Executioner packs. Each tier contains the pack's full face value in points, alongside several exclusive microtransactions.
This adds so much.
As always, the microtransactions in these packs
Adds
are purely
so
cosmetic
much.
and do not affect your character's power or progression in any way. The Justice series of supporter packs contains 6 exclusive microtransactions. Claim glory after defeating enemies, or inspire your allies by calling down the Banner of Justice portal. The Sphinx Mystic hideout decoration will identify items for you, displaying them as it does so. This ancient creature has been presented with many items over the eons, so has some strong expressions to make on the quality of your wares. Become a true warrior, worthy of delivering the justice of the eternal gods with the Apostle of Justice armor set. This armor set also comes with a matching back attachment containing a set of scales to measure your worth. With the Apostle of Justice finisher effect equipped, the Goddess of Justice herself will appear to decide on a verdict for slain unique enemies. Witness as she decides the fate of your slain foes. Will they ascend to be amongst the gods, or be banished to the underworld? The Griffin fledgling pet will be a courageous companion as you journey throughout Rayclast.
Baby bird. Okay, there's actually so much to recap.
Take your
I'm not
place in
going to
the
make a
skies in
recap.
the plateau of the gods hideout.
There's minion highlights.
This hideout comes
There's-
with many different sections for setting up your home.
There's actually
and
too many
operations.
things. I don't remember what I got hyped about, but I got
In order
hyped.
to travel between
This
them,
seems good.
you simply just need to walk off the edge.
Holy
Like
shit.
a true eternal god, you can float between the mountains on the clouds themselves.
That's so fucking cool.
The Trathan Executioner pack series also contains 6 exclusive microtransactions. The Trathan Executioner finisher effect is a brutal display of Trathan might, crushing slain unique enemies as if they were bugs beneath your heel.
What the fuck? Alright.
As a Trathan Executioner, you're the perfect master for the ever-hungry carrion raptor pet. It has taken a particular liking to the taste of other pets, and at your command it will swoop down and eviscerate them, proceeding to satisfy its hunger
Oh.
by feeding on their corpse.
What? Pet
The
PvP?
nobles of the 4 major Trathan houses had their mercenaries.
Jesus.
But if their
Wait, does
hired
that mean we
hands
can
became
silence the
notably
fucking
irritating,
demons?
they'd have to call in the Trathan Executioners. You can now embrace their methods and
The
become
demon band?
brutality incarnate with the Cruel Trathan Executioner armor set. The matching Cruel Trathan Executioner cloak
Wow.
will shroud you in scarlet as you crush the skulls of your enemies and leave a trail of blood behind
Liquid
you as
cape.
you build up a kill streak. Or use the alternate variant to simply put a skeleton on your back. Be
Okay.
bathed in blood as you mutilate monsters with the Cruel Trathan Executioner character effect. The swirling blood increases in volume as your spree of slaughter continues. Both this effect and the cloak use the same kill streak for tracking how much blood is shown. After a long and tiring day of executions, enjoy a relaxing game of dice with the Goblin Gambler's Hideout decoration. They'll definitely be playing fair, right? The Pulverizer map device brings a horrid efficiency to punishing the damned of Trathis.
Did anyone hear that?
Each map you open will execute the next victims. This map device in its true ruthlessness tracks the
Someone just
total
did a
number of
mic check.
monsters killed,
I think it was
your kills
Ziggy.
per second, and your largest kill streak up to the point of the map being completed.
Wow.
This is then displayed on a leaderboard so you can take a measure of you and your friends' violence at the end of each map.
Wow.
Additionally, any microtransactions from the supporter packs will be made available for use in Path of Exile 1. That's enough about cosmetics.
Okay.
Let's get into the Q&A.
Finally,
Firstly, I
real
want to give a
content.
huge thank you for your
PoE2
ongoing support.
might legitimately be
We're
saved.
just about to start the Q&A with
Holy
Ziggy
shit. Okay.
Afterwards, at 11 AM NZ time, or 4 PM Pacific, we'll post Path of Exile 2, the Third Edict's patch notes.
Okay, patch notes after
With the
Q&A, which
release at
lasts
the
like
end of
2
next
hours.
week, our community team will be posting crucial information you need for the release. Keep an eye on the news.
Huge. Okay.
Thanks for joining us today and
Oh.
checking out our latest developments.
Fuck yeah.
We're looking forward to seeing your experiences with Act 4 and its new bosses, fighting the Abyssal, trying new builds, and crafting new items.
Still no
We'll
swords.
begin the Q&A shortly, so please get your questions ready.
Okay, video end. Good shit. Bye, YouTube.